Hello, I'm the Cognitive Gamer, and I'm here to play Magic. This is something that we haven't covered on our channel before, and something new that I wanted to get into. I'm going to mostly be playing Modern. I feel like it's a format that's not talked about by a lot of people on this type of basis. I mean, if you look at something like Constructed Resources, they're talking mostly about Standard. If you look at Limited Resources, it's of course Draft, and those are the ones kind of reinforced by Channel Fireball. And Star City Games also talk about it. They do Modern videos, but I don't think it's as common as Modern. So anyway, I like Modern. It doesn't even matter what other people are doing and how to find my niche. It's more about what I like to do. So what I have here is a Naya burn deck. So mana base is pretty typical. Essentially, the big things here are 2 mountains, 2 stomping grounds, and 2 sacred fountains, and the rest are fetch lands out of the 19 lands here. And 1 Copperline Gorge. I have 1 Grim Lavamancer, 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Monastery Swift Spears, or Taylor Swift Spears, 4 Lava Spikes, 4 Wild Nakatl, 4 Goblin Guide, 4 Atarka's Command, 4 Boros Charm, 4 Searing Blaze, or 2 Searing Blaze, 4 Eidolons, 4 Rift Bolts, 2 Exquisite Firecrafts. So essentially the game plan here, burn your opponent out. Now, what I've been noticing with this build, which has been kind of the more popular build now with the inclusion of Wild Nakatl, is it's really good against decks that take a while to establish itself. These are things such as Grixis Control, Tron. It has a bit tougher time going against anything that gains life right away. This is kind of like Soul Sisters, and it has a tough time going against another aggro deck, though I would say it's about 50-50 against Affinity, Merfolk, those type of things. Merfolk actually is a really tough matchup because they just do Spreading Seas on your 1 red source or your 1 green source, and it really cuts you off really hard from any type of mana. So we're just going to here to play this. The new inclusions here, of course, are Exquisite Firecraft, which has been proven to be a really good game ender. You can get your opponent down to about 4 life, and it's really good to just have a non-counterable 4 damage spell. The other is Wild Nakatl, which has been played before with 3-color burn, but it definitely is doing work. In the sideboard, we have another Searing Blaze, Deflecting Palm, 3 Destructive Reverie, 3 Soul Crack, 1 Path to Exile, 2 Lightning Helix, 1 Become Immense, 1 Rending Volley, and 2 Core Firewalker. So essentially, this is for the mirror or anything that has a lot of red removal. I like playing this against Blue-Red Delver or Grixis Delver. The fact that you can block young Lavamancer and not die is pretty huge. This card is great. Rending Volley is, of course, against Twin. Become Immense is for a deck that may take a little bit longer to establish itself, and that allows you time to go wide, and then you just run in for Become Immense. And this card does this card wins games. Nobody expects a +6/+6. Nobody expects an extra 6 damage, essentially. Path to Exile 1, this is for Jund. Get rid of the Termaggoyf pretty early on. Or if you're mana screwed, you can, of course, do one of your own creatures. That's a pretty desperate move, but I've had to do it before. Skull Cracks, 3 of them. Again, them gaining life is a huge problem, so if you can just throw this on the stack, prevent that life gain, and then do 3 damage, it's pretty great. It's also a good sideboard for your Searing Blaze, because if they don't have any creatures that you can target with, Skull Crack's just better. 1 Deflecting Palm, this is just for shits and grins. It is also a very good card. I think a 1-of is fine. Deflecting Palm. It's it's magic cylinders for magic, so it's great. So we will find a game here. Again, I'm the Cognitive Gamer. You can find me on Twitter at CognitiveGamer. So tell us what you think about Magic down below in the comments. See if this is something that you want us to explore more. If this is something you'd like to see more videos of. Awesome, somebody joined the table.